Hey loves, I'm back again with a new series on my channel called Transformation Tuesdays. I transformed my friend, well, with a makeover, I guess, in a sense. But if you are interested and would like to see how I achieved this look for her or with her, then keep on watching. Now, starting off with the eyebrows already done, face primed, we are going to use this concealer by Maybelline, and this is just to shape out the brows or clean up underneath the brows, and then use this as the base of her, for her primer for her eyeshadow, and then blend that out with a beauty blender. Again, you can use a brush. For me, the beauty blender is just quicker. Yes, and so I'm just going to continue blending it out as so on the other side. And then at that point, cleaning up the excess product just so that there's no product just sitting on her face. And here she was getting excited and doing a whole dance, but I had to let her know to stop. Okay, and then it should look something like this. Going in with the Maybelline Fit Me in 332. I'm just using that to set where I placed the concealer on her eyelid. Once we're done doing that, I'm using this color here, and that's pretty much going to be like her transition color on her eyelid. And so I'm putting that there into the crease, going in the back and forth motion. Obviously going to do that on the same side. Now I'm backing up the camera. Hopefully you guys can kind of sort of see the difference or see like what it does. So, and I guess in a sense how I can explain it is you're contouring the crease back into your lid, if that makes sense. But you need a transition color when you're doing different colors on eyeshadow. And then it should look something like this. Moving on to this color here, this dark blue, I'm going to pop that in her crease here. And then off camera, I already did one side, but it's pretty much a crease brush. It's really small. It just gets into the lid perfectly. I just use that to put in the product, and again, going in the same back and forth motion repeatedly. I'm a whole comedian, y'all. This is why she's laughing and dancing. Like, it's low-key, she's excited too, you know, for getting her makeup done. But I am a whole comedian, like, just high on life. And then it should look like this. Going in with this color again. We're just going to deepen out the part where we had it originally along with the blue, so that way it doesn't look like a harsh line. And we want to obviously add a pop of color. Now I'm going to take my fluffy brush and I'm going to blend out right there just so that it, again, it's not a harsh line, and you need a clean brush because we don't want to add more product, but we want it to look more seamless. And then taking my concealer, this is Colourpop, I'll link down below, and I'm taking a concealer brush just to do a cut crease like this. And this is pretty much how I do it. I put a little bit on, look up, boop, look back down, and then you're going to use that as your guide to fill in the rest of your eyelid shape, I guess you can say, in a sense. Now at this point, it should look like this. Going in with this blue color here, it's kind of like a shimmer glittery type of look. I'm applying that wherever I put the cut crease or concealer at. And honestly, this color is really pretty, but it wasn't the glittery type of look that I wanted for her. So I'm kind of going to show you guys a hack that I did to make this make sense or make it work. And then going here with that dark blue color again, I'm just going to pop that back into her crease. And this is just to give it, I want to say, a radiant effect. Everything's supposed to look seamless, but really pretty and flawless. Okay, so I went back into this red orange color just to put here because it just wasn't given enough pizzazz to me. So I really did want to pop that in there. Now, the hack I did, Fenty Beauty, and this is her highlighter, and it's diamond. I put that all over the lid on where I wanted it to be more glittery, and it was so pretty. The camera is not doing it justice at all. I will get better at that, you guys, but it did give this eye look a pop. Now off camera, I went ahead and put on her lashes and eyeliner. And now we're going in with the Maybelline Fit Me in 360. It is upside down, girl. Get it together. Boom. Putting it out in the back of my hand. And then using the Beauty Blender, and we're going to apply that all over the face. Now, I cannot rave anymore about this product. It is a very good, affordable drugstore product. If you have oily skin, I highly recommend. If you have dry skin, I also would recommend this too. I have dry skin and I really do love this. It's not too drying in the sense, I'm trying to stop saying that, but it's not too dry where it feels like my skin is really tight or tough, but it's just the right of matte where it still feels like skin. My skin doesn't feel suffocated, gives you medium to full coverage. It is buildable, so you can build it to full, but also looks like skin and looks airbrushed, just very pretty, as you can see. Now you do want to get every nook and cranny of your face, so right around the edges of your nose, down your jawline. You don't want to make it look like you're wearing a mask. You want it to be blended, well blended, seamless. Think seamless. And once that's done, it should look like this. Oh, it's so pretty. It's literally like butter. Going in with that same Colourpop. This I'm going to use as her concealer, obviously. I'm applying that under her eyes. Now, a little goes a long way with this product. It's thick enough where it works just perfectly and it's not watery or anything like that. But again, a little goes a long way and it holds up very well. Now I'm also going to use that same Maybelline too and just mix it on the edges there. I did that only because it was just a tad bit darker and I wanted to make sure, you know, she wasn't ashy or it didn't give her an ashy look on her face. But then I put that down the bridge of her nose, her forehead, and her Cupid's bow. Now I'm going to use my Beauty Blender and I like to start in the middle of the face, starting off with the nose first and then the forehead and the Cupid's bow. I work in this order because if you start under the eye, whatever product you have from your Beauty Blender will transfer onto your nose and wherever else you go after that. So for me, I want most of the coverage to be under the eye. That's where, you know, the creasing is, or it can be darker there depending on, you know, how your life is set up on your face. But I know for me, like, I have bags under my eyes and I do have creasing. And so I like to get most of the product underneath my eyes. Now, when working the concealer with the Beauty Blender, I work from the outer part in and just keep moving in that motion, blending it. And I don't know if you guys can see, but do you guys see like how, like literally it's flawless? Like no problems, no issues. And this was only $6 at Ulta. And then I just take the back of my Beauty Blender where I use the foundation to blend out that area there by her cheeks so that it doesn't look like a line is sitting on her face. It just looks well blended. Now for her face is framed different. Everybody's, you know, face is different. But with her, I didn't drag her concealer past her cheekbones because it wasn't necessary. If I would have, it wouldn't have complemented her face or her facial features. So I just left it up where, as you can see, I did it at. And it came out like really beautiful. Just stick to the end, you guys. Be patient. It's going to look amazing. Again, using the back of the beauty blender or where I use the foundation just to blend out that's important if you don't want to look like you have concealer sitting on your face and then foundation sitting on your face. The idea for me when I'm applying makeup is to almost like Photoshop in person. Like almost like you have makeup on, but you don't have makeup on. Like I like the pretty glam, but well blended look. Now going in with this Laura Mercier in translucent, I'm going to apply that wherever she creases and also underneath her eyes. This is a very good product if you are one who creases a lot, especially by your mouth. I know for me, like that was always an issue with makeup, and it doesn't look flattering. But when I bought this and I tried it out, it lasts for hours. It literally locks in your makeup wherever you apply it. You can apply it all over your face, but I just choose to use it on a concealer. Going in with the Fit Me 360, we're applying that all over her face wherever we put the foundation so that it doesn't move. You also want to use that to blend out the edges of wherever you applied the concealer. And there you go. Now going in with this bronzer palette that I can't remember where I got in this color, but that's what we're using to bronze her face or contour her face. And I start from the outer part of the face, working my way in and just keep blending it out. Don't forget also you do want to blend out your forehead, contour your forehead, working your way back down to the cheeks again. And then what I'm also going to do here is just squeeze the bronzer brush and then use that to contour her nose. Now I'm going back here to the jawline. I can't explain what this does, but it does it. Just trust me, like do this because I really cannot explain what it does. I suck at explaining things. I'm going to get better, but it just looks really good. Now I'm using this brush to dust away. There's no product on here. I'm just dusting away the Laura Mercier that was on her face. And you really do want to make sure you dust that away. What'll happen is if you are out at night and you want to take pictures and be cute, it will show a cast underneath your eyes, which you don't want to happen. So I highly recommend to dust it off and then use whatever your pressed powder is to go back and blend out that area. Not too much because you still want the highlight, but without looking ashy, okay? So I just use that and I blend out the product very well into my skin because we don't want the Laura Mercier to try us when we take a picture. Just continue to blend out the product. Going in with this Milano blush in Rose. It's like a blush, bronzer, and highlighter at the same time. And I'm using that on her cheeks. Now, what we're doing here is we're going in with concealer on that parting because the parting was disrespectful. I couldn't just let her have the face beat without that being taken care of. And then she's going in to blend out the concealer on there. As she got towards the back, it was a little bit of a struggle, so I had to step in and, you know, help out and start blending in as much as I could and blended it. All right, now we're going on to her lips. I don't know what the color is, but I will link it down below. All I know is that it is CoverGirl. And it's like a milk chocolate color. Literally, like if you think of milk chocolate, it's that color. And I'm going to do a ombre effect on her lips. So it's pretty much where you apply a darker color on the outside of the lips or the outer layer of the lips, and then you're going to use a lighter color to go in the inner part of your lips. And then you blend it out and it gives this ombre effect. Now going in with the Colourpop in the color Midi, I'm using that in the inner portion there. And I'm just going to have her blend her lips out, or, you know, plump them together until they, you know, blend out the way I need them to. Once we're done with that, we're going to use this glittery gloss that she had. I'll link that down below too because I'm not sure what it was or what brand it was. But I pretty much put that on her lips, and baby, when I say it brought out the lip and the whole look, oh my gosh. It was so pretty. Like, no joke. It was really, really, really pretty. Like, I love my mattes all day, but adding this gloss on top of that ombre was so pretty with this eye look. And then there you have it.
It looks good. It looks good. Thank you, okay?
That's what it is now. Your butt did
Hey. Thank you.
Okay. Hey, forehead.
It looks so good.
It looks so good.
And here is the final look. I'm so in love with it, like no joke. Everything came together, from the makeup to that wig, giving me 90s vibe, like so pretty. If there is any videos that you guys would like to see, please let me know down below. I am making this a series. It is Tuesdays, or Transformation Tuesdays. And I will, you know, put down different makeup looks or whatever. So give me any suggestions or things that you would like to see. And again, subscribe to your girl. Hit the bell so that you are notified whenever I post. And, you know, just thanks for watching, taking the time to watch. Be safe out there, everyone. And love you guys.